All right, hello and welcome back. So we finished off the Yukon Peninsula. We're going to be moving on to doing the main storyline playthrough for the Cuatro Colinas, which my apologies again to any Spanish folks because I am sure I'm mispronouncing that. So we're going to start off by giving it a good old select. All right, let's see. Long before the Spanish crown entrusted the Del Bosque family with the protection of this region, parties on horseback would sweep through the river valley in search of deer and wild boar. Since Cuatro Colinas has become an official game reserve, it has been the top choice for hunters looking to explore Spain's wild expanses. Majestic ibex, prancing deer, vibrant landscapes, and scattered remnants of Spain's history welcome all with a taste for adventure. All right, let's see. Let's see if we fall through the ground. I think thus far we are like 3 for 3 at falling through the ground at the beginning of every map. Just a little bit sometimes, and sometimes all the way to some unknown ocean.
My family have held our vigil over these majestic swathes of countryside for generations. My roots are deep here, and the success and survival of Cuatro Colinas Game Reserve is my primary responsibility. And now, my old friend, we are reunited. It's been a long time since we last worked together, but I know you're going to be essential to my plans for the future.
Wonder what kind of plans she
trust that you
has.
slept well last night and you're ready for your Castilian adventure. After
Yeah.
all these years of promising to show you Cuatro Colinas, your first day on the reserve has arrived. It means a great deal to me that you made this journey. I have every confidence that you're going to love hunting here.
Me too.
The first thing I would like you to do is to experience the sublime Bosque Vista, not far from where you're standing just now. From atop the vista, one has a splendid perspective of the reserve. This view includes one of our magnificent outposts, which I recommend you visit when you get the chance. I know a rugged outdoor explorer like you doesn't need to spend the night in the luxury of a castillo, but you do have all of our visitors' outposts at your disposal.
She's wrong. I
My
do want the
mother and
luxury.
father had all of these lodges built over the last 35 years. The lodge you are looking for is called Casa Alfonso. To modernize the reserve, we have recently updated the interiors of all of our lodges. We kept the original stone cladding, though. The contrast in styles is pure magic.
Pure magic. All right. That's a high billing. But let's see if she's right. When we get to an outpost, anyway. In the meanwhile, it's a little rainy. I do kind of like the agrarian thing here with all the little fields and stuff. Oh, there it goes. I was wondering why my map hadn't shifted from Yukon Valley yet until just then. Roe deer, and it's already seen me. Well, that reminds me, I need to get my spawn tracker running so that I can know when something dies. And, you know, if I don't actually see it die. All right, now we got that up and running. And then at some point when we hit an outpost, I have to remember to swap to like some better weaponry. I had decided to do the Yukon Valley as an all handguns run, and this looks like it's going to be long open shots, and the handguns are not so good with that. So we'll switch back to more rifle oriented. That's a big sunflower field. But not very big sunflowers. I've been around some sunflowers. These are very small. See, so this map has... What was that? Whoop, I was about to start rattling off animals, but it sounds like they're right here. It has boar, obviously.
Te doy la bienvenida a Cuatro Colinas, my friend. I hope you like the view.
I hope I do too. Alright, so while we're climbing the stairs, this map has European hares, red-necked pheasants, roe deer, ibex, well, two different species of ibex, mouflons, I'm sorry, four species of ibex. Man, there's a lot of those. And then we got the boars, some wolves, and red deer.
Standing here, you are following in the footsteps of Spanish dukes and kings, as well as every generation of my family for the past 3 centuries. You should be able to see Casa Alfonso from there.
Yes. You can also fast travel to
When you have sampled
Alfonso
enough
from
of the
there.
view, take the walk down to the outpost. There are some parts of Cuatro Colinas that only a select few know about. I'm taking you to a place where the views are magnificent and the hunting is even better. There, I've sent you the coordinates for the trailhead that leads to this divine setting. Normally, I would insist on being there with you while you experience it, but I don't want you to miss it. I encourage you to hunt as much as you'd like. You are undoubtedly keen to become familiar with the rolling hills, steep ascents, and your wily prey.
Wily
You
prey.
should search for animal tracks. I know you have experience, but one should utilize every advantage when taking on the cunning beasts of Cuatro Colinas. Of course, if you're lucky, you'll probably hear something just from walking through that part of the reserve. The hunter I knew didn't rely on luck, though. I recall that you used to have wonderful hearing. Is that still true?
Yes.
Or have your years gotten the better of you?
Well, I mean, they have, but it is true. Alright, we're swapping back 22-250 and 7mm. I need to buy some more 7mm. Alright, store, ammo rifle. rounds. There we go. Let's get some sights. You know, I did kind of like that Odin, so I think I will keep with that one. Don't really need the other two. Looks like we're good on other miscellanea. That should work. Let's put them on the bar. Let's use the Odin on both of them. Oh, didn't assign the ammo. Oh, rookie mistake. Alright, mission. Find the trailhead for Alejandra's secret hunting spot. Find animal tracks and track an animal by its call. Alright, easy enough. It's kind of like saying, hey, play the game. See if there's anything just like walking around we can easily grab. Oh, that's
you
something.
have ears like a bat. Are you going to pursue?
I mean, I might. A little hard to see him, though, in the sunflowers there. Let's see. I could walk down until I hit the edge of one of the rows of sunflowers. Or I could not, because he's already running. Come on, man. Get out of the sunflowers. See what happens. Where'd he run to? I don't know, man. I didn't see him. I'm gonna get over closer to her spot. Let's see, we found some tracks.
Your tracking skills are as sharp as ever. I'm sure you're going to enjoy your hunts here.
Wonder what kind of trees these are supposed to be. Could be olive trees or maybe cork trees or something like that. Or really anything. It's not like I know trees.
This is the start of the trail that leads to my own little patch of heaven on earth. You're nearly there.
Whoa, I'm halfway there. Let's get the rest of the way there. What's that? Roe deer.
You have arrived. Is it not stunning?
It's alright.
Recently, I've only come here to meditate. It is so ethereal and serene, even when the rain is falling. When I first invited you to visit, I assumed that I would be coming home to host you as a visitor, spending time here before traveling abroad once again. With my return being prompted by my mother's passing instead, my focus has been entirely on work, instead of enjoying the very places that bring me comfort. I am pleased that I was able to show you this. In a way, I got to experience it vicariously. Of course, it's also one of our best spots to go hunting. I've never gone on a hunt out there and returned home empty-handed. If you are able to pull yourself away from the tranquil beauty of the cove, there are many other wonderful sights for you to see. Senor Baden, our company for last night, appears to be enjoying his time here as well. He's a unique fellow, but quite charming in his own way.
Wasn't Baden the name of the person from the other map?
When I mentioned that I had hired you as a professional hunter, he seemed a little bothered. He then proceeded to inform me of some hunting accolades that he has received during his career as a hunter. Until recently, I put his candor down to the sangria, but he seems equally enthusiastic in his self-promotion, even with a clear head. Apparently, he has harvested a pair of ibex already. I think someone is trying to market themselves as a worthy competitor. I think it's time for you to remind me what you can do. I'd like for you to harvest an animal. Any animal. Once you're done, let me know, and I'll inform Senor Baden that he has a little competition. When I first returned to help run the reserve after my time away, these were the places I wanted to be. Places that reminded me of my mother. Just a short way down the cove, there is another splendid view. I recommend it.
Down the cove, oh, okay. Yeah, we might as well head that direction then as we try to hunt something up. I'm going to kind of stick to the top of the and mid-level of this ridge line. That way if there's anything down by the river, I won't spook it. Well, as quickly anyway. Oh. All right. There we go. We harvested an animal. Any animal, she says. That got done really quick. Looks like good eating. What the hell is this thing? Okay, that's one of the roe deer. Got it. Man, even the 22-250 just blew right through that thing.
You're going to need to do enough hunting for both of us, it would seem. The administrative part of my role is something I am still getting used to. Sadly, it prevents me from spending any time on the reserve with you, or getting to know my neighbors. Cuatro Colinas is mostly composed of my family's estate, but includes several tracts of public land with public roads. Because I'm overseeing the reserve, I need to work with the local government to ensure that the public roads are kept safe. There is a stretch of road in particular that is extremely dangerous. It has a steep cliff on one side, and drivers need to slow right down or risk a perilous drop. Until recently, we had road signs warning approaching drivers of the danger. I mention this to you because these signs have suddenly disappeared, as if by magic, and I need you to replace them. I know that this would normally be a hunter's job, but I have asked the mayor to take care of it, and he told me that I have to wait a month for him to send a crew.
Oh man, it's all the way across the valley?
Julio deal with it, but the poor old soul is laid up in bed with pneumonia.
See if I can get across here.
I was able to go into town and retrieve some replacements. Unfortunately, I was in a rush and had to attend a meeting, so I wasn't able to put them up.
Yeah, that's definitely too deep. We can pop over to her little cove and then pop up and get there that way. Or, you know, better yet, just fast travel to the thing on the other side and then head down. That'd probably be the shorter route. So she's talking about us replacing some highway signs. I guess things are a little different in Spain. Out where I'm at in America, that would definitely be the government's job, not some private organization's job. Let's see. If I keep going on this path, it's going to end up too steep, so I have to go down here. Get to that little dirt road. That little dirt road. Half tempted to go get an ATV, because if she's saying that there's an awesome cliff, then that has potential. Bah. I heard a goat. A Besite? Ibex? That's what I should do before I do my next DLC, is go through and get all the pronunciations right. Because so far it's like episode 1, Scoots mispronounces everything. Episode 2, he suddenly magically knows how. Hey, that's half the fun. Looks like this is where it was hanging out. Don't know where it ran off to, though. Didn't happen to see. Although I don't see any tracks up the hill, so I'm guessing it ran off down the hill. Where'd my dirt road go? Oh. I wandered off of it. Better wander back on. Man, she should have started by taking me up to the edge of this overlook here. Way better. Oh, I might actually get a sight on him. It's pretty open terrain up that hill. I just looked 600 yards thinking I was going to spot a rabbit in the woods.
I left the signs so you'd be able to find them easily.
Yes, I found them.
Once you retrieve the signs, there are poles about 30 meters from the bends in either direction. Attach the signs to the poles.
You know, I think if she brought them all the way out here, she could have gone the extra 30 feet and then put them up, or 30 meters. This lady's just lazy, let's be honest here.
This isn't even the first time this has happened.
I just barehanded
I've heard of
thrust
drunk
that in.
people stealing traffic cones, but this must be something else.
Oh, it's going down the road the other way. Okay, I guess maybe if she came in from over in that direction from the east, that she could have just dropped him off and been like, eh, I made it most of the way. He can handle it from here. Although, wait, she would have had to drive past the first spot where I put the sign in, then drop the signs. Now we shall barehanded place this sign into the ground.
For now, though, we have something else to take care of. My neighbor Manuel is a goat herd who has been raising goats here for 25 years, and one of his goats has gone missing. Apparently, it is his favorite, Paloma. This
Favorite
might
goat.
seem like a small concern, but he has assisted my family on many occasions. I want to repay his kindness. Manuel has told me of an isolated tree that Paloma uses to hide from the rain. Perhaps that's a good place to start your search.
Perhaps that's where he should have started his search.
So it should be easy to find.
Alright, at least it's near a fast travel point. Oop, I see you. So that's one of those things. It's like a goat. Got a couple females. I don't see any males. Oh, is that a male? No. Eh. Not worth shooting. Ooh, that quarry's pretty cool. Like one of those marble block quarries. If I see this guy's goat, I'm shooting it. And while we're here, we'll just grab this. Nice. Ooh, what's that? Oh, is that same group? I think that's that same group. So far, I do like this map, though. Like, objectively speaking, I think it's a very nice map. The only thing I'm wondering about is how much do I like ibex? That definitely seems to be... I mean, it's 4 of the different animals, or one variety of ibex or another. Definitely am not a big fan of boars. Red deer, though. I do like red deer. I do like wolves, but Iberian wolves. I think I remember that they're like smaller. Who knows? But all in all, beautiful terrain. Nice open landscapes to shoot through. The fields have like rows, so even though the fields are definitely not open, you can go into a row and be able to see pretty far up the row. Alright, now we need to find this goat herder's goat. I hear a goat. That's a really cool name, Mouflon. Yeah, I'd love to hunt somewhere like this in real life. You just like kind of tuck in with one of these bushes wearing a little bit of a ghillie kind of suit. That'd be cool.
You're getting close to the tree that Manuel mentioned. Can you see any sign of Paloma?
No, I cannot. Maybe it'll be like an escort mission where I have to get Paloma and then like the wolves are coming at me and I'm trying to get this goat back to town. I see a sign of the goat. It is not a good sign. Wow, there's even blood over here. Goat got messed up.
I will be sure to take a trip to visit Manuel this evening, so I can inform him in person. I will take some flowers. The body, it appears that she was killed and then abandoned. Surprising behavior for a predator. Are there any clues as to what did this?
It might be these roe deer. Maybe they're secretly carnivorous. I don't know, he looks kind of sketchy. Sitting there pretending to graze. Not buying it. So far there are not any signs of what's going on. I mean, there's like this kind of blood trail looking thing. Is there anything that can be done here? Oh,
These
yes.
prints were left by a wolf, but this is strange behavior. The wolves tend not to take prey from this part of the reserve, but maybe one got desperate.
I'm gonna take out this little roe
We ought
deer.
to investigate this further and track down the creature that did this. It's essential that even if we don't catch it, we ensure that it hasn't lingered in the area, putting the other ghosts at risk. It does appear that the tracks are leading away from the pasture.
Oop.
With any luck, the wolf won't come back.
That first hit was pretty good, though. Alright, what does it want me to actually do here? Alright, we're examining the track. Follow the track. Okay, easy enough. If we happen to get that roe deer, that'll be good. If not, that's okay too. Alright, it looks like it's running towards the quarry for sure. So the Iberian wolves are class 6. Okay, so they're not that small. I was trying to figure out why in my head I was remembering them as being more like foxes.
Disappearing road signs, wolves that kill but don't eat. These are not the sort of events I expected out here. At least, they never used to be. Since taking over responsibility for the reserve from my father while he gets better, I have started to realize just how much effort goes into maintaining Cuatro Colinas. Vista España are quite determined to have a meeting with my
Cuatro
father.
Colinas, so she
But
pronounces
he's
it
in no
like a
position
Q.
to negotiate a deal at the moment. I find myself too busy with the small tasks of running the reserve, making it impossible to deal with anything else. I had planned to take him to visit my mother's memorial today. A close family friend, Padre Abbas, has made a wreath and offered to go in our stead. I wonder if he got a chance to visit. He's
Ooh, that's
a busy
pretty far
man
away.
too. He spends most of his free time
There we go.
exploring the reserve when he isn't stopping by to visit us at the Castillo. I don't know if he will get an opportunity to visit the memorial today, and I know that I won't get a chance for at least a week. She deserves better. I should be up there now, instead of meeting with lawyers and accountants. I know that bureaucracy is necessary to run a game reserve, but it all seems trivial when compared to taking care of my family. Even though she's gone, I still feel a sense of duty.
She should just go to the damn memorial then.
You don't need to hear this. I should get back to work.
Yeah, just tell him the paperwork will be done tomorrow. I'm going to visit my freaking mother's grave. I mean, jeez. She acts like it's even a question. Pro tip on life, folks. You will never sit there saying, I wish I'd spent more time at work. Well, I wonder what the crops are for this. All right, 250 yards. Closing in. We're gonna go to her mom's grave and just like take a photo of it. Oof. Yeah, she should have come out here. And they really put this memorial in the middle of nowhere. That's a handsome looking woman. In loving memory of Donna Garcia. Alright, I gotta take a picture of it. Yep. We're gonna get a picture of her George Washington looking side profile.
You're at the memorial. You did not have to travel up there on my behalf, but I am very grateful for the picture.
I'm grateful for the target.
Padre made the trip after all,
Gotcha.
it seems. His wreaths are so beautiful.
Hey, wait a minute, this is the wrong 7mm.
He makes them from wild flowers that
That's
he
not the
finds
one
in
I
his
wanted.
travels. My mother used to make them too.
I have to remember to swap the 7mm. I didn't want the break open. Oh, I have to tidy it up. I have to clean
She
up
was such a
my bullet
wonderful
holes.
person. She always tried to get the most out of every day. She never seemed to rest. It's a shame that you never met her. I think you two would have got on well. She loved walking those trails as much as anyone else I've ever met. My father used to joke that she only married him so she could spend her weekends in the woods. Since we lost her, I've been trying to keep it together here, but I honestly don't know if I'm doing enough. I thought that revitalizing the outpost would help, but we need more. Padre Abbas has been very kind to me, and I know that he trusts me to do what's right. His counsel has been invaluable. I want to thank him for his support. He's putting a book together, and I think we can help him with his work. I have told him how to get in touch with you. I take it as a personal favor if you helped him out. He doesn't ask for anything from me, but I want to pay him back. However, Padre Abbas is far from the only person who could use some assistance. The reserve's resident vet has some concerns following your discovery of the dead goat and the wolf tracks. If a wolf strays out of his usual territory and kills a goat but does not feed, it can be an indicator of rabies. It's a worst-case scenario, but we should consider it just in case.
Uh-oh. Rabies.
There are other potential reasons for this behavior. The thing is, this isn't the first time this has happened. It's not public knowledge, but I feel that now is the time to tell you. My mother's passing was... She was killed in a wolf attack.
Uh-oh. And now they've returned for more.
Trying to hunt down the wolf that did it, but ultimately there is no way of knowing. He returned home and hasn't hunted since. I won't let it happen again. We need to establish if this is an isolated case or if there's a wider problem that we must tackle. First things first, we need a sample from a wolf in its home range. If it turns out to have signs of rabies, we know that we have a problem. If not, then we can adjust our strategy and explore any alternative possibilities. You can still harvest it, but we need the brain so that we can run some tests.
We're just gonna kill some random wolf to test for rabies. Alright, where am I gonna be hunting this wolf? Does it matter? Harvest a wolf. Okay, I gotta go swap out this gun. This is not the gun I want. We'll just hop back to this one down here. Yeah, I wanted the bolt action 7mm, not the break open 7mm. I actually do like the break open 7mm, but the bolt action is going to be just so much better for follow-up shots. So we'll just grab that. And access our stash. Alright, Empress is out. Malmer, that's the bolt action one. Alright, now let's put it onto the bar. Attach the ammunition. Attach the scope. And figure out where a wolf is. So it just said I can harvest a wolf anywhere, so it didn't even give me the slightest indication of where the wolves are. You know, I never did get the outpost on top of the hill there, so I'm going to hop all the way back there and then head north. Two birds with one stone. I get the outpost and maybe we find a wolf. Alright, so we're going to head just straight north. When I hit that road, I think I'm going to cut in a little bit along the flatter part there too. So I'm going to mark that as the first spot I'm heading for. Found a pheasant spot. One of these days, I'm going to hit all these maps up and do like a bunch of bird shooting. I've had this game for years and I've just never shot more than like coincidental birds. Alright, what other kind of tracks we got? Roe deer. Wild boar. Don't need any of you guys. One noisy boar. Might as well renew the spray. Got a few minutes left on it, but never hurts. Let's see what these tracks are. I'm guessing they're going to be the boar tracks. What do you know? Boar tracks. But when they say, hey, go find a boar, at least it'll be on my map for me to look at. Ma'am. shall call to it. That'd be a cool ass mod if someone could figure out how to program it. Is that you had to make the calls yourself, and then it could like compare it against an idealized file and see how close you were, and then assign strength to it dependent on how well you did it. It makes streaming stupidly funny to watch. Some streamer just sitting there bleeding, like trying to call in the goats. Now I want to learn to code. Wait, that's not the sound a hare makes. The cow goes woof woof. What is that? What was that? I can't seem to get the... Okay, there we go. Come on, wolves, where you at? Watch, I'm like nowhere near where wolves are. I think I'm gonna head up along and then curve up. I'm not gonna actually get to the road, but close. Alright, we got some disturbed vegetation over here. Eventually we're gonna find a wolf track. Disturbed vegetation brown and just now. Oh, that's not... Yeah, that's the red deer. We didn't make a noise, but it was definitely here. That looks like we're right on target. This area is desolate, though. There's like nothing around here. Except for that one red deer's tracks that I'm walking next to. Alright, now we're going to curve in. Got some more disturbed vegetation ahead of us. Alright, hopefully it looks wolfy. It does not look wolfy. Turn rabbits. Why can't I just be hunting down a vicious rabbit? Maybe that one from Monty Python. Wait, maybe not that one from Monty Python. I'll end up dead. got stuck on a rock. It's like a seam in the rock here. Like someone messed up on the terrain tool. All right, what do we got moving around down here? Oh man, we got nothing. Holy moly. I guess I could always head back to where there were the tracks from the one that killed the goat and try to follow those tracks. But sometimes when they do these quests, like the quest creatures aren't actually real, even if the tracks are. Like for obvious example, when you find like the Bigfoot tracks on the one map, there's obviously no Bigfoot actually walking around, or when you find human tracks on any of these maps. Or the rhino tracks. There was no rhino. I mean, there was a rhino, but, you know, he wasn't walking around. I think one thing I might do is the wolves drink at around 3 a.m. through around 6 a.m. So if I were to set the time to like maybe 4:30, and then go hit one of these lakes, logically speaking, there should be a decent chance of a wolf being there. And there's not that many bodies of water here. It should only take a couple tries before it's almost guaranteed. Man, I should really just hunt from up here. Great views. But not so many things to hunt. Not a single thing moving around up here. Let's see. So this one being right next to the lake seems like a good spot to start off for wolves. Unless it's like an entirely different biome when I get out here. Alright, so we are going to claim this place first. For anyone wondering, that is a little weird side effect of resetting the map missions, is I had to reset the collectibles to ensure all maps would be completable. And when you reset the collectible, the flagpole is a collectible, but the fast travel point isn't. So you can fast travel to it despite the fact that you've never actually claimed it, if you've ever claimed it in the past. If that makes sense. If not, it's just kind of a bug. Alright, we have advanced to 4 a.m. Ooh, it's a little darker than I thought it would be. Let's see here. I grab the night vision goggles. Let's see, are there any other night vision? Let's see. Best of both worlds, accurate range. I should buy those anyway. Replace my regular ones with them. But yeah, only the one is actually night vision. Okay. Take out the vantage, add the apex views, And add the night vision. And then we're going to be heading north. Or I'm sorry, not north. East. When we find the wolf, we have to remember, ideally don't shoot it in the head. Hey, there's one of those pheasants. Roe deer. Roe deer again. Man, this place has a lot more animals than that a spot by the lookout tower did. Let's see, can I see anything from the camp? Alright, we'll have to get down there. Through what I'm pretty sure is supposed to be grapes. Wait, what was that? Nothing. Just the wind. The predator stalks at night. Alright, let's get down and do a hard target sweep. Can't see all the way across the lake, just too far. But yeah, nothing. Maybe this lake doesn't have any. Alright. Let's go back to the central area here. The Colina Rota area. You know, actually, I take it back. Let's head down to the river. The river's going to have huge long sight lines, so it's not like a contained, not so much like a contained lake. All right, what's that? A hare. Okay, so we're going to head south to the lake. Grab this one. Head for this little gap in the fence. Do a quick scan of what we can see. All right, nothing spotted. We get down there and start looking up and down. And failing that, I'm thinking that lake north of us would be a good place to go. Man. This is very steep. It's gonna be very hard to hunt. Okay, so let's head up. We're gonna head up to the east and then hop over and check out that little lake and then cut across northwest after that to check the other lake. And I'm gonna be pulling out the night vision every now and then, because you can't see tracks at night without night vision. Kind of nice if there had been a skill I could have grabbed for that. But it is what it is. was those? Hey, there's some wolves. Alright, those are a really long shot, though. So we need to get a lot closer before we can even think about taking them out. Those wolves are about 400, 450 yards away. And they were on the other side of the inlet here. So I figure I can get to my side of the inlet, take the shot, and then wander over and grab one. .300-something yards is not too bad for a 7mm shot. .280 yards, a very easy shot. For a 7mm, you almost don't even have to adjust your aim on that range. It's like a tiny bit high. Alright, let's get all the way down here. See which one we want to hit. We've got a 7, a 6, one I can't really target in the back. Oh, there it goes. It's 5, a 3, and a 3. Let's take the 7 all the way up. Oh! Alright, so we definitely got him. Now we just have to get all the way around there to go get him. Never know, we might even run into another wolf before then. Maybe mark on the map more or less where he went. And try to see what the body's doing, because sometimes when you hit a body in the water, it does something weird, where it like kind of floats towards you. Yeah, see, there's the body. And it is actually floating sort of this way. So that might be annoying. I wasn't expecting him to have ragdoll physics when I hit him. But we'll get over there, see what we can do. Drinking zone added, but it doesn't say what the drinking zone is. Oh, there's other wolf tracks. That's good. But if it was anywhere near here, it would have run when I shot, so... Yeah, if we somehow don't get that one I just shot, then we'll come back and figure these ones out. I don't usually hunt at night on stream because I always worry that it's going to be hard for you guys to see, but if you guys are chill, that's fine by me. So we knocked it out right about here. Yep, there's the droppings and such. All right, so here's where they were standing. Exactly. There's where I shot it. Now, where did it actually go? All right, maybe the dog can figure it out. No options for tracking. Weird. Okay, play with him anyway. Okay, so it had been kind of floating that way. But I don't see it. And I'm being bamboozled by the game. Dog, track. Go get him. Go get him, boy. That's okay. Is there like a retrieve function? Oh. She's on the case. It was probably trying to float towards me the whole time I was going around the bay. Where did it end up? She's off. It better not have floated over to where I shot it. Alright, I don't see anything over there. But that's where she's going. Oh, man. Am I really going to have to, like, walk all the way around? Especially because I don't actually see the corpse. She may be going there, but... Oh, she's coming back. Alright, I'm going to call this one as a bug and assume that I don't really have a way to get this corpse, because we don't know where the corpse even is now. Bummer. Still 5 o'clock, though, so they are still drinking. I'm going to head up the valley, because there's another little lake that connects. We could push down the lake further, but I'm actually kind of worried that we'd get the same bug again if we have to take another cross shot. And I just don't want to deal with that. Alright, let's see. Do we have any sign of the wolves we saw the tracks for earlier over here? Nope, not really. That's a shame. I nailed that wolf and then it like cartwheels off with ragdoll physics. Like the game's trying to help. Like if you shoot an animal that's like way off into the water, it tries to bring it towards you, but didn't really help that time. Alright, what we got? We got roe deer tracks. Let's good, though. We are in wolf territory, so we know that much at least. Can always head down and to the west from the same river if we need to. That'll probably be the next play if there's nothing around this small lake. Alright, wolves, where you at? Iberian wolf fleeing. Ah, crap, they're here. Or were here, anyway. Oh, there's some. Again, we're going to be starting a 400-yard shot. Let's just put... Oop. Wrong button. We're going to run about halfway. And then line up our shot. Game's making me work for this wolf. Oh, the other group of wolves was like right here. Bummer. Alright, 260. We'll take the longer shot. We definitely did get one. Oh, they sound pissed off. Oh, he's aggressive. And he's dead now. Well, he will be. There's no way he'll survive that one for long. Alright, let's get ready for a wolf attack. Do some 360 no-scope wolf fighting. It's like I'm back in Counter-Strike. Alright, so that one floated out into the water too. Right there. Thankfully, I shot one that was very much on shore. Man, where are you going? Jeez. Do they just like float to wherever you shot from? Because that's super annoying. Alright, where is the body? There you are. Oop, the other wolves are actually still pretty close. We get credit though. Got this one, if nothing else. It's actually a pretty good wolf too. Almost hit that head.
Nicely done. Our vet is offering to work out of hours, so I am hoping to have answers soon. I'll let you know if the test indicates rabies. If it turns out to be the case, I hope we've caught it early. Please exercise extra caution and let me know if you find anything out of the ordinary.
So yeah, that one is just floating to where I shot from.
I just received a call from Sole Santiago, one of my neighbors. She is an olive farmer who has become a de facto representative for most of the people working the land here. She told me that one of our farmers has had his barn broken into, which is strange enough for a barn in the middle of nowhere. What makes it truly bizarre is that this farmer's tractor has had the tires slashed. Apparently, there are footprints that lead from the barn. I know that you weren't planning on chasing any people during your time here.
Well, maybe I
But
was.
if you could put your tracking prowess to use, I'd appreciate it. Santiago told me that the farmer who owns the tractor was opening up this morning when he spotted that the lock on the barn was broken. Sometimes neighbors get a little petty and do stupid things, but Armando is such a sweet man. He wakes up early, tends to his crops, and
Well, that's
goes
another good
home.
one.
I can't imagine anybody wanting to do this to him. He seems pretty surprised about it all, too.
All right, let's head on down to this guy's farm. See what's going on with his barn. Find the sabotaged tractor. Okie doke. And now the sun's up. How delightful. Deep in my heart, a small part of me wishes I'd been a farmer. Like, this is just beautiful. Small roe deer. Anything else in the fields? We can hunt the wily tractor. We got like lilac fields. More roe deer. What I haven't seen from the roe deer on this map, though, is any good males. Just keep seeing little female groups. Alright, let's see what she has to say about the farm. Ooh, this man has an old-ass wagon. Alright. How you doing, guy? Ah, yep, that's a flat tire.
That tractor is definitely out of action. On the plus side, Armando doesn't store anything valuable in there. The footprint should be nearby.
Actually, it looks like what they did is they just tilted the model maybe about 15 degrees or so to clip the tires in, and they used the same exact tires. So, like, the tires themselves are not actually flat. They just tilted it slightly so that they would look flat. Kind of funny. Alright, we got some people tracks.
Be careful.
Homo
We don't know who
sapiens
left
tracks.
these footprints and what they're capable of. Armando is an old man, so it's for the best that he didn't go trying to track them down. Hopefully you won't encounter any trouble. I
Alright.
don't know if we're going to find anything, but I'll admit, I'm curious about what's happened here.
See, these tracks aren't programmed as regular tracks. Like every single one of these maps, the tracks for storyline stuff are programmed like a little differently. So like in this one, you can hover them, but you can't select them and they don't become an active track and they don't tell you what they are. Whereas other maps, sometimes it'll say like Homo sapiens, but it would have the picture of like a snow leopard head, or it would have the picture actually of like a person. Either way, just there's a lack of consistency in how they programmed these.
They end once they get back to the road. But look, there's tire tracks here.
Very close together
Tracks were
tires.
left by something heavy. Take a picture with the footprints and tire tracks inside it and send it to me.
Okie dokie. Lady? Did you get that, lady? Yeah, I don't think she got my picture. You get my dog, too. Huh? Huh? Come on. Ah, come on, Quest. Alright. Photograph the footprints and tire tracks. Really? Might be bugged.
Santiago
There we
also
go.
happened to mention that she has been chatting with some of the other farmers.
I'm gonna grab this
It
thing
would
here.
appear that news of Armando's tractor and Manuel's lost goat have spread, and it's making them nervous. Of course, these two incidents are very different, but it's putting the farmers on edge.
Ooh.
Things like this didn't happen when my parents were in charge. I just need to make it clear that we are taking care of things still.
There's a small male.
One farmer has taken to planting old hunting traps. I don't know if they're hoping to catch a wolf or a vandal, but either way, I want you to remove these traps from my reserve. They are an old design, extremely dangerous, and have a tendency to injure but not cleanly kill the animal that wanders into them. If a person were to somehow be caught in one, I hate to even consider it. Santiago told me that the farmer who placed the traps has gone on vacation with his family. He's shaken. He had apparently spotted something running along the back of his fields at dusk, just as he was about to go home. I can understand his anxiety. Nobody is more concerned about the problems we're all facing than I am, but I wish they'd come to me. Santiago has been a real help, keeping me in the loop about what's going on amongst the farmers, but I fear that she's losing confidence as well.
Alright, we got
She takes
breakfast.
my calls, but
Fresh
I rarely
rabbit.
see her anymore. I am just glad that we see eye to eye about these dangerous traps.
Rabbit. Ooh, there's some pigs. Little too far to highlight them though. Oh well. Small roe deer. Yeah, I do like this map because you get these nice long views. That roe deer got kind of close. You know what? I'm gonna take that one out. That way we can go get it after we pick up these traps. All right, lady, I'm here. Oh, we got like an old bear trap. You know what? I'm gonna try to step on this next one. We'll see what happens. There's my dead roe deer. Ah! No, nothing happens. You can't kill yourself using this method. Grab my deer. I guess these are supposed to be the olive trees, because when she described the guy, she said he was an olive farmer. Ah, there it is.
You've still got all your fingers attached, yes?
Yes.
Good.
Wonder how many traps there actually are. I keep seeing mouflon tracks as I'm doing these quests, but I've never actually seen a mouflon. I've just been seeing roe deer and wild boar. That was a roe deer call and a wild boar when I tapped the thing. Game, don't get buggy on me. Uh-oh.
Wait. Did you hear that?
I did hear that. Dog was growling too. Oh, there you are.
Are you alright?
Yes.
Dead?
Yep, that's pretty dead. Kind of pale looking too. Oh my god, look at that. Fur type Phantasma Legendary Diamond. That's gotta be just, that wasn't random luck. Still pretty cool though. I'm gonna definitely taxidermy that. Phantasma. Sure, why not?
Alma and Arturo, a wonderful couple from a nearby village, have asked me to be present at their wedding. As you know, things are extremely hectic at the moment, but I'm considering taking the day off to attend. Arturo makes beautiful furniture and has refurbished some antique pieces for my family over the years. He's even let us use his workshop to make custom frames for our hunting trophies. I'd like to repay them, so you and I are going to acquire a fitting centerpiece for their dinner table. For this centerpiece,
Is it gonna be that wolf?
I need a wild boar, and I am confident that you got an eye for an impressive specimen. If circumstances were different, I'd be doing the hunting myself. I haven't hunted wild boars since I returned to the reserve. Of course, this is where it helps to have you as my trusted confidant.
We had just passed some
Since
wild
you
boar.
started working here, I have been able to start gathering momentum. There's still so many problems to take care of, but I feel like I can start handling them now. Dealing with Vista España, convincing the neighbors that we have their best
Oh, there's a
interests
boar.
at heart. Even the simple things like basic maintenance around the reserve.
I'm gonna get him when he goes
You
through
were
this
hired as a
next
hunter.
pass through.
But you've also had to solve some
Oh, I think he heard me.
unorthodox problems.
He says, "No, I'm gonna take a
I
nap."
appreciate the extra effort you've put in. And you've been a true friend to me during a difficult time.
All right, let's see
It
if we
means
can
a great deal.
get a little closer to him. I really don't want to lose this boar, considering we just found a boar just now. It'd be really nice to just get a boar immediately. All right, I got the shot. Short nap. Oh, I don't got the shot. She's like, nah, I see you. You're lining up a shot. Now, oh, you jerk. All right, let's see. Can we get another shot through the trees, or do I actually need to move around? To ensure it works, I probably actually need to move around, but I'm still going to try. Between the trees, with like 4 inches of boar exposed, let's whistle. Too far for the whistle. There we go. Second shot got her. You can run, but you can't live. Let's see, I don't need a harvest check, so let's just see if I can't put one more in her. Oh, nope, nope, she just died. I just saw her rump slide forward. Ooh, what's that? Bonus pig. Yeah, that wasn't actually all that good a shot. We'll just get the pig we got. And then if that one happens to go down, it's a bonus pig. It actually just did happen to go down. Might have been a better shot than I thought. I mean, I totally knew, and that was totally skill. I love the pose. Hold on, now it looks more, looks a little better now. What was even that? Wow. All right.
It's perhaps a little smaller than I had been hoping for.
Yeah.
But it should do the job nicely. Now that you've done the hard work, it's time to hang it up. Cresta Ribereña has a shed with a rack where you can hang it. Call me once you've dropped it off, and
All
I
right,
shall
let's
have
get this
someone
other
collect
pig
it.
that died. There's the body. This one must have been a better shot. Yeah, a little better. These pigs must not have much health. All right, we'll jump on down here. See what we have to do with the pig. Did I claim this one already? I did not. All right, we're going to hang the pig in the shed somewhere. There we go.
I have just received an email that is beyond belief. Mayor Hernandez's assistant, Rosa, has sent me an invoice
Rosa.
for a rather impressive bottle of Gran Reserva Rioja and some refreshments. Apparently, a meeting is being held out here, so the mayor can show a government inspector around the reserve. She has included a few details in the email. She must have assumed that I knew about the meeting, since it's being held here. This is something that Hernandez has been pushing for 2 months now, and when I asked him why he wanted to show an inspector around, he said not to worry and that he'd drop it. So it appears that by drop it, what he meant was go ahead and not bother inviting me. I want you to head out to Campos Verdes and see what that serpiente is up to.
All right, we'll just trot across the flower fields. See what that serpiente is up to. Which I assume just means, like, snake. What are you doing? What are you doing? Roe deer? It's always just like 1 or 2 female roe deer standing in the middle of a field. That's my impression of the hunting on this map so far. Haven't actually seen one of the red deer yet either. I'm guessing they're in one of the parts of the map that I'm not really at. It's not like I've been anywhere in the southwest.
It looks like it's empty. What's it like inside?
Let's smash his shit up. That'll learn him. It's like she owns this place, but other people get to live and farm here somehow. I don't even know. Oh, yeah, very nice. Be a shame if something happened to it. He's got a spirit soda sitting here. even has the right colors. Okay, so I gotta go like upstairs somehow. Oh, there's the bottle.
Not even locally made. Disappointing.
She's just gonna critique the man's wine choice.
Something to suggest simple taste, perhaps. He seems so desperate to sell. So he's putting on a show for this government official, trying to get him to sign off on selling the reserve. If this meeting goes ahead, he'll be able to put a lot more pressure on us to sell to Vista España. I need more time to fight this.
Couldn't she just say no? Like, no, I don't want to sell it. Bye.
You need to make sure that this meeting is cancelled. Postponed, at least. Use your best judgment. Whatever strategy you go for, I trust you to get the job done.
All right, I'm going to shoot him. Cancel the meeting. Okay. That's very vague. Oh, wait. Somehow. Oh, yeah, I'm fucking the place up. That was the sounds of vandalism.
That didn't take long.
Oh my god, my guy's a criminal.
Have you sprayed the room with animal scent? I don't know if I should be impressed
Yes,
or dismayed.
animal scent.
Although I wish you could see his face when he opens the door. We don't want them to see you.
Definitely animal scent. I didn't just pee all over the place in there. And now we escape having trashed this man's house. We'll go hide behind the tree. Who did this to my house? I mean, they're gonna know it was like a person, because like I uncorked the wine. It's like an animal would have uncorked the wine.
Gran parte de nuestra inversión ha ido dirigida hacia puestos como este. ¿Pero qué?
Dios, apesta.
Apesta. Dios.
Quizás si viéramos alguna otra cabaña.
No tengo tiempo para esto. Llame a mi oficina y buscaremos otra fecha.
The guy took the time to drive out here, but can't bother spending another 5 minutes to go to a different building. That was a nice house we just trashed, too.
It worked? You may have made my new lodge smell like a pig in heat, but it was worth it. I should call my lawyers. I suppose I ought to call the cleaners too. You may have just bought me the time I need to get things in place to protect the reserve. I couldn't have done this without you and your uncanny vandalizing skills. Sadly, there's no time to enjoy this small victory. We've had several reports of sick and dying animals, all within a short distance of each other.
Oh no!
Scattered around a small lake. Naturally, if this is something serious, I'm
Small
likely
lake.
to have the farmers at my
Maybe that-
door
maybe that one
demanding
there.
answers. They have never seen this before, and they're scared. With that in mind, I want you to visit the area. If my hunch is correct, I believe that the lake could be the source of this issue. Oh, I meant to tell you. I spoke to my father. He was a little Distracted, but he was able to confirm that we've never tagged wolves here. Not only that, but I called around a few other nature parks and none of them have reported any missing wolves. So either a phantasma has traveled here from hundreds of kilometers away, or I don't know. The tracker didn't tell us anything. In better news, I heard back from our vet. The wolf that you killed tested negative for rabies. That's a load off my mind.
Well, that's a shame. I'm just killing random wolves. Yeah, I mean, in a hunting game. Alright, so where am I going? I got 200 yards to go. Oh, it's just a lake right here? Okay, easy enough. After we get to the lake, that'll be the last quest we do tonight. I'm going to be doing a joint stream in about an hour for Monster Hunter Wilds Beta Test 2. So I will have to prep for that. So all the animals are getting sick around this little lake. I'm guessing what's-his-face probably poisoned it. Most of these map stories so far have come down to some kind of a Scooby-Doo deal about, like, selling the land, or there's a mine hidden there, or, you know, I'm impersonating Bigfoot to drive away the tourists. It's very, very Scooby-Doo up in this joint.
That's the lake I'm talking about. Have a look around.
Nice looking lake. Oh, alright, there's part of the quest, obviously. Big dead red deer. Oh man, I gotta go all the way over there too. Let's see, is there anything else I have to grab on the way? Oh, hello. Yeah, are any of these really good? A couple sixes. What about the other side of the lake? There's the dead one. Let's see, level 5, level 6. Take this level 6 by the water. Easy enough. And then we'll get all the way around and pick up the dead one, and then the dead and rotting one. And get the hunting blind on the way too, yeah. Correct. This is the map with the gun skin. Well, what does the skin look like? This was the, you were talking about the 338? Oh, the 6.5, oh, okay. Yeah, one of these days I'm going to come back and do all these maps again for side missions. Alright, got that one. I'll Point it out next time you're at the shop. Okay. Or maybe next time you play and I'm watching you. Yeah, not particularly big. Shots were fine, though. So I was looking around at some real-life hunting stuff, and I was staring really hard at the bolt action 300 Win Mag, and it's like, oh man, can I logic a way to buy another gun? Because that'd be a fun one to have. Ooh, someone dumped some barrels here. Who would bother to bring their industrial waste this remotely and then haul it probably by hand all the way down here?
What on earth has happened here? They're all empty. Can you tell what was inside?
Bad stuff. I'll just lick it and let you know.
Manure. But why would anyone...
Is poopy?
Look, there's footprints. I wonder if it's the same people who broke into Armando's barn. Take a photograph of the footprints. We need to collect as much evidence as possible. No farmer did this. I don't know if things are getting worse, but this is a bad... We have a lead. One of the local goat herds had mentioned glimpsing lights through the trees just last night. Santiago had said something about it earlier, but I hadn't had time to hear the whole story. The trees she described are in a wood, quite close to the lake where you found the barrels. I want you to take a look up there, but be careful. I don't know who's running around my reserve at night, but I'm confident he's not an insomniac farmer. I'd rather you took pictures instead of confronting anyone.
Ooh, ibex. Alright, so I guess we're just not going to do anything with this big dead corpse. But that's a perfect spot to end the stream for tonight. We have found the poopy barrels, and we are now investigating why someone would dump the poopy. So thanks for joining.